Hi everybody, welcome to Junk Drawer Art with Miss Riley. I'm Miss Riley and this is
Mommy's amazing art helper John, and I have Wally and his friend and his floating sky.
So today we are just kind of having a fun day Sunday, and we're going to be making something just kind of creative and fun that we can use in our house. We're actually going to be making, we're going to be making sun catchers today. I am going to be using crayons to do it. And I wanted to talk to you guys for a few minutes about crayons, because a lot of people just use crayons to color and they can do a lot of really cool, amazing things that a lot of people don't know about. So crayons are just a term that we use to describe something that is made with pigment, which is your color, plus a binder. And a binder is what holds the pigment together. So in a lot of modern crayons, that is just wax, like Crayola crayons or Rose Art crayons or any other brand. This wax can be affected by temperature. So you can use something like a hair dryer or a hot iron. That's what I have today. So I want to be very clear. This is what?
Hot.
It's hot. So this is not something that a kid needs to do by themselves. If you would like to try to melt crayons or do some kind of cool crayon art at home by yourself, you need to use a hair dryer to do that. And you can hold it, it just takes a little bit longer and this moves a little quicker. But irons are really hot. You can burn yourself very badly with them. John and I, we talked about it before we started the video, didn't we? Not to touch the iron. So I want to make sure all my kids at home know that if you're doing this project, that's why I chose a Sunday, because I figured a lot of parents would be at home. This is something you need adult supervision with. So what we've done, and I give you an example, here's one that I've already made. Here's one of my sun catchers that I've already worked on. So what we did today was we've been busy sharpening crayons all afternoon. You can see all of our crayons that we've been sharpening right here. They're nice and sharp. And sharpening crayons are pretty easy. All you have to do is I just got a little, you can use a plastic one. I use a little ceramic bowl. The sharpener that I'm using is actually a sharpener that you would use for a big pencil, like a kindergartner uses. They usually don't fit in the smaller holes. This is one of those double pencil sharpeners, so I'm using the bigger one here. A lot of crayon boxes actually have sharpeners built into them, so you can kind of pop those out and use those also. But I'm just kind of sticking the, make sure you peel your paper off. If you don't, the paper is going to get stuck in there. It gets kind of gross. So I'm just sticking in the sharpener and literally sharpening it over the plate. It reminds me of when you're like at Olive Garden and they have the cheese and they're making it come out over your salad or over your soup. So you're just going to get all those little flakes from that. And so what I have when I'm done is this cool little dish or a little container. You can use a cup if you need to, any kind of container to collect some shavings. So John and I have done green already. We did some yellow. Hold on, please. We did some red and orange, and we did some blue. We like to keep the colors separate. We kind of group them together, like all of the blues in this one, all of our warm reds and oranges in this one, our yellows, and our greens. So our next step is to take a piece of wax paper, and I'm doing this on a wood cutting board because if I do it on my countertops, if they are not, it needs to be something heat safe. So if you have like stone countertops, that's fine. You could do it on a flat ceramic stovetop. You could do it on a cutting board, but you need something flat that's kind of heat proof. I'm gonna take these and put them here so you can help me, okay? So I've got wax paper. Wax paper is the best paper for doing this because it is going to bond to the paper. So what you have is paper with a thin layer of wax already on it. And when we take these crayons and melt them on it, they're gonna form a bond with the paper that'll stick everything together really nice. So what I have is just regular wax paper like you get at the grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, stand up, sir. Now you can theme this any way you want. You can make heart shapes, you can make rainbows. You like planets, right? So do you want to design a planet? So what we're going to do is sprinkle our design out on this paper. You can use any combinations of colors that you want. What colors do you want to use?
I want to do Earth, Mars, and other.
You want to do two different ones? We can do two.
I would like Mars and Earth.
Okay, so do Earth first.
Why?
Why not? If you want to do Mars first, do Mars first. It doesn't matter. All right, so sprinkle your pile out. So you're gonna grab it with your fingers. I know, right? And sprinkle to get the shape that you want. Nice.
Ours has a lot of water.
Has a lot of water. So one way you can theme this is to do planets. You could do butterflies or animals. Yeah, all that would do. Kind of make it nice and flat, flatten it out. And you just add some green on it too.
Mm-hmm. Because the earth has green.
It does. It has land. All right, so we're going to take this one. Are you all done with this one?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a little piece of paper. And I'm going to fold it over so that the wax paper is sandwiching both sides. So I have wax underneath and on top of it. Do you want to do Mars real quick?
What happened?
Oh, no, it's going to wait in there. We're going to melt it down. All right.
We're going to melt it?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's what you want it to do. All right, do you need, oh, I'm sorry. What color do you need for Mars?
So I need both of these.
Okay, go for it. You'll notice when you shave the crayons, kind of depending on the brand, you'll get some big chunks, some little chunks. Don't worry about the shape when you're putting it on here because we're actually going to cut the shape out that we want after we're done. All right, so is this all you need? Do you need any yellow or anything?
Mommy? Mm-hmm. Mars is a really small planet.
Oh, okay. Sure, you can do different sizes. Absolutely. So we're going to fold this over.
So what will happen?
Are you ready? All right, this is where you have to keep your hands down by your side because you can't touch it because I'm going to get the really hot iron out. So parents, when you're ironing these, I found out the hard way with my first one, it is much better if you turn the iron down to like a medium or a lower temperature because if you have a high temperature, it melts it so fast, it's almost hard to control it. Yeah, why don't you sit down just a little bit, that's perfect. So I'm gonna take my iron, watch your hands, take your hands down. I'm gonna take my iron and I'm gonna, don't smush too much because that's gonna drag it around. But I'm just gonna kind of press gently on this. Down, kind of straight down and up.
So what are you doing?
Until the pieces.
Stick together.
Yeah, all those little wax chunks. And you'll see the oil, the paper will get a little bit of an oily sheen on it, the wax paper. That's okay, it's because the wax and the paper is breaking down. If you open this up right away, it's gonna be like a gross melted grilled cheese sandwich and it's gonna pull all apart. So what you need to do now is be patient and leave it to set.
Did you make Mars?
I did, so just wait a minute. So what I have here is one that I just already did before we started this. I actually did two. And what you can do now is cut the shape out that you want. So you don't have to do a circle like a planet. I could cut a square or a diamond out of it if I wanted to. You're leaving the paper attached. And so you'll see, it's kind of hard to see because we're inside, but if you hold it up to a light source, the light shines through the wax paper really beautifully and catches these colors. If it's something you want to hang up like in your window, you can just take a hole puncher and a hole easily punch right through the pieces, and it's something that you can string up. So let me tell you, you ready now? You want to show them what yours looks like? So here is Mars. Very cool. We'll cut that out. We need to let it dry a little bit more. It's still warm. I wait until it's completely cool. And here is our beautiful Earth. Nicely done. So we can kind of cut these out. So I would encourage you guys to experiment with this today. You ready to go play? Go play. Bye. I'd encourage you to experiment with the wax melting in a lot of different ways. Try to make different shapes, combine different colors, see what kind of designs and patterns you can get. You can make sun catchers. They can make great keychains. Just whatever you want to do with some old crayons that need to be sharpened anyway instead of throwing that crayon wax away. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. Hope everybody is safe and well. Please share your beautiful creations with me. If you're an Ochre student, you can share it with me on Dojo. You can share it with me on Facebook, or you can take a picture and tag me on Twitter. or Instagram at CSRileyTeach is my handle. And I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow for some silly drawing. Bye!